Look at this. I'm freaking huge. Freaking huge. Peekaboo. I'm not going to eat it because I ate a lot today already. So, welcome to That's Not Sexy. I am your master level personal trainer, Alex Diaz, aka Mr. Freaking Huge. Alright, so here is my fourth Ask a Master Level Certified Personal Trainer question. So it's a video today. Here it is.
Hey Alex, I have a few questions for you. What's your take on intermittent fasting? And what's the difference between regular fasting and intermittent fasting? And what do you recommend? And by the way, I'm freaking huge!
Alright, this question is pretty interesting because it's been floating around recently now on YouTube like crazy. Everyone's talking about intermittent fasting and all this and that. What's my take on it? What do I recommend? And all that stuff. So let's talk about it. I've been training. I've been certified. I've been training people for about 8 years. I trained like I think thousands of people. Be honest with you. And all this time, I do recommend fasting, certain types of fast, and I'm going to explain that more later on. But the difference between fasting and intermittent fasting is all about weight loss, which means all kinds of weight, body weight, water weight, fat, muscle, any kind of weight. So when you're doing a fast for like more than 48 hours, 3 days, like that, you're gonna lose a lot of weight, but also in the weight will be water, fat, and muscle. So you're in danger of losing muscle as well. So I would not recommend fasting as for longer than about 2-day period without food. Intermittent fasting is where you eat, you have a small amount of small window. It could be a 16-hour window, 17-hour window, 18, 19 that you're not eating. So depending on how many hours you're not eating is how many hours you're going to eat within that time. So if you don't eat for 20 hours, then you have a 4-hour window to eat for that day. And the whole premise about this is that since you're not eating frequently, which is a decrease in the amount of calories you're taking because you have a smaller window to eat, you're losing weight and fat. And also, since you're not eating frequently, you produce more growth hormone. And I'm going to have to make a video about that some other time and how that happens and everything else. That's a long subject. But you have a spike of growth hormone while you're sleeping all that time, and then if you maximize that by not eating for another 8 hours, then you have that 16 hours you haven't been eating, and that's intermittent fasting. So, what do I recommend? Now, I've had people like for years do liquid fasts, intermittent fast, but they didn't call it intermittent fasting. It was a different type of fasting. Calorie cycling, which is the same as intermittent fasting, kind of, because you're only limited to a certain amount of calories every day for a certain amount of hours. So, I would recommend intermittent fasting because doing it, for one thing, you're gonna have growth hormones for one, so you're gonna preserve your muscle, and that's the most important thing when it comes to exercising and fitness, is that when you're doing fast, you don't want to burn muscle. You want to make sure you're burning fats and you're reducing your water weight, and you're keeping your muscle. So I would recommend intermittent fasting to anybody. I recommended that for tons of my clients already. The liquid fast are kind of really kind of hard for people. I would do that for people that are very obese because they don't have to worry about much muscle. They don't have much muscle since they're obese. They're pretty much all fat. So I recommend liquid fasts for obese people. And it all depends on their conditions and all that. I'm just being very general, but this just depends on what client I have, the person. But I would recommend intermittent fasting to anyone because it's safe. Your body is not going to starve and start eating itself. Like if you take a 16 hours without eating, that's not going to happen. So if If you want to start doing intermittent fasting, you could do 16 hours where you're not eating, and the other 8 you're eating. So that's pretty much it. I think that's answered all your questions, and that's it. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and to my second channel. Both of them right there. My second channel is Mr. Freaking Huge. Mr. Freaking Huge is a channel where I just have like really quick facts, and just so you can impress your friends and stuff. You can just try to like look all smart. So if you want to impress your friends, subscribe to my That's Not Sexy channel and to my Mr. Freaking Huge channel to get really quick facts and stuff. If you want me to answer your question, please send it with a video as a video response to this. If you want to, or any of my videos, leave a video response, and I will make a video just to help you out. You can leave me your messages on YouTube and on Facebook, which is facebook.com/thatsnotsexy. Links below. But priority will be videos. So if you have a video, that's the first thing on my list. I'm gonna make a video for you, and that's it. So, and if you're not subscribed, that's not sexy, man. Freaking huge, man. Look at that. Look at that, man. Take care.